Hi, this is Claire again with the cards of the week. Today we have a little visitor, this little lady. My child brought it for me. Look, mommy, what I got. So she has to have a part in this video, but I will put her beside slightly because she has so intense eyes. So we would be looking at her the whole time, not just at the cards. So, but it's Halloween is coming, obviously. So I wanted to include her. So my child is proud of me. So, what are we reading today? We are reading the Lenormand Blue Owl. I don't know if it's available in your country. It's a German publisher, Königsfort Orania. They have published it. The cards are, I will show them to you. They are slightly bigger than the usual. They are more like tarot cards. They have a blue back, but the front is typical Lenormand, classical Lenormand, the typical owl cards, as they are called, at least in German. So you might know them. They are in Germany, they are the classic when it comes to tarot. Not to tarot, to Lenormand, of course. You sometimes have them with the playing cards. You sometimes have them with rhymed verses on them. So this is the only difference. Yes, and if you want to delve deeper into Lenormand, I have an English Lenormand correspondence course. I really have. This is the one course I have translated when my, I can say the truth, when my Lenormand videos had their heydays on YouTube. So if you want to have a look at it, I can show, I can send the overview to you, the curriculum, or you can have a look at my homepage. Everything is linked in the information box. So yes, this was advertisement, but now we will have a look at the cards. And little lady, as much as I love you, but she's quite intense with her gaze. So these cards, I have drawn them in the German version of the video first, are these cards are really sweet and sour. So I show all three of you first, and then we go into details. We have a card of deep connection, and we have a card of deep letting go. So these are like yin and yang in this reading. And in the middle we have the male gaze, so to say, the male way to see things. It's very interesting this week. So when we start with the ring is a classical card of connection. He is round, so as we say in German, this is a round thing. I don't know if you have this in English. It means this is a good matter, everything is fine, everything is connected, everything works out. A round thing simply works out when you say this in German. So this ring is obviously round, so it means, I think you say in English, making ends meet, I think you say. So this is the same energy with this card. It is about connection. It is about relationships, of course. And when you are among those percentage of the viewer of these videos who is aspiring a relationship with a man, then of course this combination is wonderful. Yeah, this is like, go for it. But not everyone is interested in men at all or in a relationship or seeking a relationship or whatever. So this is really important with the cards. The Lenormand cards, at least in Germany, tend to be read as fortune-telling cards, in the meaning of this will happen, this is set in stone. And this is simply not true. They are much more broader. They are also, like tarot, like anything else, about energy patterns in your life. It is like the weaving, the word. Yeah, you have in English this word word for the weaving of the Norns, the old ancient Norns, and our forefathers and foremothers, of course, had the same ideas. They had the same experiences in life, and they put it into pictures. So we have the old Norns spinning the thread of life and then weaving it, and we are weaving it too. So these are very old pictures, and even modern Lenormand cards, as modern as they are compared to the Norns, are about patterns, about energy patterns in our life. So this just said, it's not just about fortune telling. You can use them for fortune telling, of course, if you like it. You are free to do it the way you like it, but it's not everything about them. So we see a card of connection, a card of fulfillment, a card of finishing also, finishing projects, yeah, making the circle round. It is finished. It is one thing now. It's not just the ring with an opening, so to say. The ring is closed. It is finished in a very nice way. This card has always a light energy, a positive energy, and an energy of fulfillment and enjoyment. It is very much connected to these feelings of being content, simply being content. I have reached what I wanted. So it's also a wonderful card for work, matters of work and everything. It's not just about relationship in a private way. And it's of course interesting when we put it together, and Lenormand cards are a lot about combinations. When we put it together with a man card, the gentleman, so we see this connection to a man. This can be like someone in work, someone in your private life, but it's a positive person. So here we have a positive connection. It would be the other way around when this, for example, the cards would be like that. Just to show you the importance of combination and following cards in Lenormand. If the size would hurt him, we would have here a hurt man you are related to. So this is much more complicated, yes? But the way we have it here is much more positive in a way. This is a positive man. This is about connection to him. It's also, this card stands for itself. It's always these both layers, yeah? The meaning itself and the meaning in combination. That can apply to your life, because it's not just fortune telling. And most people, they have like this inner bell which is ringing when they feel, yes, this is meant for me. This is what the cards want to say to me. So I'm trying to give a broad picture so you can hear this bell ringing, so to say. What is the special meaning that applies to you? Yeah. So it's not to confuse you when I have much more than just one thing about the cards. It's to give you a feeling for the cards. I'm sorry. So, connection, a man. And what does this man mean by itself? I know most people who are watching the videos are female, but there are some men too. Hello to all of you. Yes, it is your inner man or you're being a man, of course. But what does this mean, the inner man? The inner man, which also applies to men, to make it a round thing, it's the yang energy in you. It's straightforward. It is, this is my goal, I go there. I go there straight. It's not like a woman. A woman maybe, and I know these are cliches. I don't want to be disrespectful. Yes, this is what I want to say, but we all know men and women from real life. And I don't want to go into bad cliches and things that are against women or against men, all the stuff that is limiting us to gender roles. Yeah, I don't want to go into this. I just want to talk from everyday life. And this means men are often like this, and women, by conditioning, of course, also by gender roles, are often like this. They're going here and there, and maybe they are landing there, because we often tend to think too much about what do other people think of us. And this is, modern women don't want to think like that, of course, but this is so deeply ingrained that often we just don't recognize it. This is by habit, you know. We are just thinking this is our natural, complicated way to feel and to think, but it is not natural. It is because we put everything into consideration that other people might think, and we don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want to be looked at as bad women, as I don't say the word, you might know the word was B. I don't want to say no, but yes, it is that way. We don't want to be downsized or criticized just because we are not so smooth and as society wants us to be. So when this card shows up and you have a positive and nice man in your life and you have a problem to solve, then go and ask this man. Because I am always astonished when I ask my husband, for example, or other friends in my life, male friends. They are often like, yes, Claire, just do this and that. And I'm like, how can you think so easy? You have to take into consideration this and that and this and that, as women are. And when this card shows up, take yourself time, listen to it a second time. What did this man say? And might this be an inspiration for me? Just to go this straight road, not this zigzag road, the female zigzag road. And I don't want to go into cliches, but this is about everyday life, yes? And you might know these situations too. Ask these men and consider to do it as they have said it, when it makes sense to you, yes? Consider being not too charming, maybe, not too polished somehow, not to be too perfect, you know what I mean? This gentle woman, everybody likes her, she's never against anyone, she's never a problem somehow. So this is not what it's about. This is about reaching your goals and doing what it takes. It's not about total egoism or something like that, but it's about reaching your goals and doing it straightforward, saving energy, not doing all this woman stuff in your head, so to say. I'm kidding now, but a little bit it's also the truth. Many of you will know this. So think like a man, act like a man would do. Yes? And if you need inspiration, ask a man you trust what he would do. And you will be surprised. And I know this from my own life too. I sometimes think when my husband says, please just do this and that. It's clear what is to be done. And I'm like, whoa, this is too simple. But yes, do it like that. Yes, when it's a friendly man and you can trust him, ask him, and or ask your inner man. We all have this yang energy, this straightforward energy. In the past videos, I was often talking about this yang energy. When the cards showed it was too much, it was exhausting, it was like having too much on the plate, having too much in your planner and all of this. But this is about, yes, now you can go for it, please do it. And we have a third card here, and this is quite interesting with this male energy, when everything of this comes together. So he gets, we always say, a bump before the knee, or before the I don't know how it's called in English, the under part of your leg, where he has his stockings. So you get a bump before it. This is proverbial in German. This means that life gives you a little harsh lesson, and you can learn from it. You will have a blue dot on your leg, we call this. Oh, English. You might know what I mean, when you bump into something and it turns blue on your sky. This is what I mean. Not in your sky, on your skin. You might know what I mean. So this is like this bump, and it is on your skin, and you get this blue dots, and it is painful, but it is helpful, and it's not like this side of the size. This would be quite more hurting, yeah, than blood is dripping, to say it in a picture. But this is just, you get this bump and you have to do something about it. And this card is much, much, much about letting go. It is about, why do you want to hurt yourself more? Yeah, it's like, it's better to have a harsh end than harshness never ending, so to say. So please take it into consideration, everything you want to let go, and do it. Do it like a man. Do it straightforward. You don't have to hurt anybody. This is not about egoism, but don't fall prey of being too complicated with yourself and losing sight of your goal and what would really help you. And when this card shows up, most people are looking at the size. Obviously, it is sharp, it looks dangerous, we look at it. And they forget the harvest. There is harvest. Yes, you get something for it. It is not, sometimes we have something in our life where it just hurts and we are happy when it's over, but it had no special meaning or anything it brought to us than pain. Yeah, sometimes life is like that. But this is first the pain, then the gains, say it like that. So it is good for something. It helps with something. It is not meaningless. So this is also about this male view on life. Keep in mind your goal. Keep in mind what you want to harvest and go for it. Please go for it. Don't let yourself be put off track because you are thinking like too much what others are thinking about you, or you want to please everyone and things like that are often so much ingrained. Also in the female side of man, this is not just about gender cliches. Yes, there are also men who are very caring and who are exhausted sometimes because this is taken too much by other people, their caring energy. This can apply to everyone. Yes. So when we put this together, we have really sweet here and sour here. These are sweet and sour cards, and this is the energy to solve it, so to say. So please enjoy the ring. The energy of connection, the energy of fulfillment, the energy of getting things done, so to say. It's a wonderful card for this week, and it stands also just by itself. This is wonderful. Enjoy it. Don't think about these two, so to say. This is also a meaning of itself. But it's also a good relationship towards men or your inner male side. And the man in the middle, he is a card, or the gentleman, however you want to call it, he is a card of doing it in yang energy style, doing it straightforward, doing it the easy way, the clear way, not messing around very much. Just here's my goal, I do the steps that have to be taken, and I don't look too much left and right. I just go for my goal. Yes, because even if you need to let go, even if life gives you this bumper and is like is a little bit harsh, a little bit, it hurts a little bit when you bump into something, but it's not like blood is dripping from everywhere, so to say, to stay in the picture. Yes, go for it. Life gives you the hints where you should let go of things. And please think of yourself this week. Think about the harvest, about the gain you get for it, and keep it in mind and go straight forward to it. This is a good week to reach goals. It might not be very comfortable at first. It might not be very nice, or at first you are like a little bit hesitant because you don't want trouble in any way. But when you go through it, this is a clear cut also, the size. It is not about things that will bother you for like weeks or months. It's maybe a little bit hurting in the first moment, but then life goes on. Yes? So these are the cards for the week to come, and we will see each other next week again.